she's well liked by Americans, enjoys a pretty high approval rating. But First Lady Michelle Obama's recent media blitz is drawing some serious criticism and concerns that another Obama is becoming a full-fledged celebrity. Now, in just the past week, she's been seen on Jimmy Fallon's late night show, at the Oscars. She's been on Good Morning America with Robin Roberts, also with Big Bird in a PSA ad, and with Dr. Oz in an interview that will air later this week. Well, critics are warning that the First Lady is being overexposed. And my next guest, after seeing Michelle Obama dancing on Jimmy Fallon's late night show, made a video lampooning the appearance. Here's our friend Michelle Malkin like you've never seen her before. Watch this. All right, as you can imagine, liberals were not exactly happy with that video. Here to tell us what prompted her to make it, Michelle Malkin herself. All right, I've never seen, all right, there we go. I've never seen that side of you. I liked it. That was very good.
Well, people need to pay attention. Well, thanks, Sean. I've had a lot of fun with it, and the more fun that conservatives can show, the madder and the more hate-filled the liberal left gets. And you wouldn't believe, although you probably would believe, the amount of vitriol that this silly little video that I did in my basement has caused. Everyone from that trig truther, Andrew Sullivan, to the Atlantic magazine have all weighed in on my inability to dance, the hatred and meanness that I showed in simply lampooning
what's hateful about
that Michelle Obama. I know. You know what I think it was? I think it was the wig, Sean. And I know a lot of my fans are just very relieved to know that it was a wig. I didn't chop my hair off and do the Michelle Obama bangs. But there's a serious point here, a couple of serious points. And one is exactly what you alluded to, Sean. There is a very strategic White House charm offensive going on by the East Wing, and everything that they do is calculated. I think that I do have to give Michelle Obama an immense amount of credit. For some reason, this woman who is so privileged and has been her entire life, whose career has been marked by cronyism, is able to connect with mainstream culture. Obviously, she has a huge amount of help from enablers like Jimmy Fallon and Good Morning America. She's going on a bunch of afternoon shows and primetime shows.
Well, look at her dancing. I mean, I didn't think that was particularly good either. I mean, we got the video of that.
Yeah, exactly right. But the point is that somehow she's able to come across as approachable, and somehow she projects this. There you go.
Yeah.
I'd have to say I can match her moves. My finger of blame is every bit as good as her sprinkler.
Hey, listen,
come on.
It goes a little deeper too, Michelle. I thought, well, you did great. And by the way, I won't dance publicly. I refuse.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't dance at my own wedding.
I am recruiting you for Evolution of Liberal Dance 2. You will do the Constitution stomp with me, Sean.
Yeah, okay. You know, I'll be good at that. But the thing is, it's sort of, they got a lot of meat cake attitude over there at the White House. I mean, they take these separate vacations. He goes to Florida to play golf with Tiger, $180,000 an hour in Air Force One. We all have to have skin in the game. All these rich people, she flies to Aspen. She flies separately to Nantucket or wherever they went to, Martha's Vineyard, I forget. They take all these extravagant vacations. Americans are suffering. They've lost 22% of their wealth. 50 million Americans on food stamps. They seem out of touch, and they get away with it.
That's right. And they're not going to get away with it anymore. I think especially after the Oscars, where she overstepped her bounds. And as you mentioned, there are many people, even on her own side, who believe that she is now overexposed. A half dozen appearances on all of these shows over a little over the last week now. What is going on here? Is she running for office? It doesn't really matter. The point is that whatever she does works in concert and synergy with her husband's agenda. And they're trying to make it seem as if this woman relates to normal people, when, as you say, she is on the order of a Marie Antoinette. Conservatives and Republicans need to learn from this, however. Rather than exempting themselves from the culture, they need to be able to make fun of themselves at the same time that they're making serious policy points about how this administration is running us into the ground. And that's why the raise, the debt ceiling, it was definitely one of my included moves. There's truth in humor, and I think we need to employ a lot more of it, because the Hollywood White House industrial complex has had a monopoly on how narratives are shaped. We need to do a better job of it. And you know what? The left doesn't like to see us having fun and being funny, so of course the first thing they say is...
I enjoyed it. And by the way, I'm not a fashion person. I like your hair better this way, in case you care.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No bangs for me.
Michelle, thanks for being with us. And